Yeah, okay, so just close 2 positions now. Okay guys, just got 2 payouts and we're going to request the withdrawal now. So this is massive payouts. This is the biggest payouts you can get, guys. Let's go. So you always have to take the whole payout, guys. That's it, guys. That's how you become profitable. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. So I'm gonna buy this 100K challenge. One important thing is to never let the money rest. Always keep it flowing. And let's go. So just after buying that 100K challenge, the coffee machine doesn't work anymore. So probably shouldn't have bought that challenge, but let's go. So I want to talk about how important it is to actually find a trading strategy that works for you, a trading style that makes sense for your brain, for your mind. I'm currently trading Euro USD and Nasdaq, and I'm only trading in a way that makes logical sense to me. Yesterday, I took a short position in NQ, and you can see the position here. For a lot of other people, that position would not make any sense. It wouldn't have worked for them. It works for my brain, for my mind. And the same with Euro USD. I took this short position today. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm taking these positions and they work again and again and again. And realize that none of these positions are based on SMC. I didn't wait for a market structure shift, a fair value gap, anything. I trade SMC as well. I'm just proving that you can trade the style that works for you. And a lot of this stuff isn't even like, it's just me observing the markets over time, finding something that works for me and just trading it simply. I want to tell you one thing I repeat again and again and again that keeps you from being profitable. And it's that you have to always ask yourself, what are other traders currently thinking? Because everyone can't make money, right? And it bothers me so much to see people continue to use the same strategies and lose again and again. Like, people have a so limited mind, so limited mindset of what's possible and the ways you can express yourself in the markets. You can express yourself so many ways in the markets. You can trade so many different ways, and you need to stop looking at the markets based on just a liquidity sweep, a market structure shift, and a fair value gap. It's so much more to it than that. That limits you in so many ways. It's more important to actually understand what other people in the market are thinking. And once you find those strategies that works for you, they are so stupid simple that you almost think to yourself, why didn't I see this before? Because it's so simple. So one of my strategies in NQ, for example, is that I wait until we're almost taking out the highs of the day. Then I wait for a pullback, and then I take something. Like, then I try to go long, just 1 to 2. That's something I'm focusing more on as well, on just 1 to 2 risk reward ratio and taking partials early. And in the beginning I was like, that's not good, you should aim for high risk reward, hold the trade longer, all of that stuff. You don't necessarily need to do that, because the shorter, like the fewer minutes you're in the market, oftentimes the better. If, like, think about how many times you've been in a position, it has went in your favor, and you could have taken something off the table, like a partial or something, and then it reversed. Like, the market almost never goes straight directly to your stop loss and you're in drawdown from the time you enter until you hit the stop loss. Like, that rarely happens. Just think logically about it. It almost always goes somehow in your favor a bit. And I've noticed that there's so many times I could have just taken a partial, and it doesn't seem like a lot, but it adds up over time. I think more about, like, I think about the market in a completely different way than a lot of other traders, because everyone talks about you should follow your plan. That's your job as a trader. You shouldn't care about if you won or lost. You should care about if you follow the rules. And if you like, all of that stuff sounds good on paper, but you realize in the long run, it's not that simple either. You have to find a balance. Like for me, I feel good if I consistently, again and again, I'm able to trade more like a villain and not trying to be a hero. I'm not trying to trade like a hero and always follow the rules. I'm trying to be more of a kind of a hero and a villain at the same time. Like my entries are often really clean and I'm not rushing with those, but once you're in the trade, it moves in your favor. I try to actually not let the market just play with me. Like sometimes I just close the position. Like I shock the market. Like, oh, surprise, I closed some of my position. Like I'm not trying to be too predictable. Like sometimes I aim for previous day low. Sometimes I'm like, nah, just close, take a partial, close the whole thing. Like I'm not letting the market predict my next move every single time. That's what you have to focus on. You make it too simple for the market to predict your next move. You have to be unpredictable. You have to follow rules, but you have to be unpredictable as well. Like it's difficult for me to explain, but you just need to actually see what works and what doesn't in the long run. And if you're always holding until the TP set initially and you see that it reverses, you see that it chops around and it doesn't want to hit it, then I've observed over long periods of time, like sometimes you need to close it early. And people can say, oh, you're not following the rules. Like if you always follow the rules, you're too predictable. The best traders, like they're not aiming for crazy risk rewards. I've seen how they trade. And in the beginning, I was like, how is that even profitable? Like you close the trade after like 5 minutes. How is that possible? It's because they just try to get something. They just try to get something from the market. They're not closing the whole position, but they're like, I just need to, because they are really good. They know what they're doing. They enter at the perfect moment, and they just try to get something from the market that day. It doesn't have to be a lot, just something. And then they close and take a partial. Then they let the rest run if it wants to run, but they're satisfied, like they just took something from the market. That's it. You don't need to try to do something crazy every single day. Just try to get some, like ICT says that himself. It was like just 5 to 10 handles in the S&P. I'm not trading S&P anymore, but you get the point. Just he's like, don't try to take too many pips at once. Just something. Just try to take, can you take something from the market? Like wait for some kind of weakness and just try to take something from the market. Like even if you catch 0.5%, like the quicker you take profits, the higher your win rate is going to be. The higher risk reward, the lower. There is a correlation between your risk reward. If your risk reward is higher, your win rate are always going to be lower. If your risk reward rate is lower, your win rate is oftentimes going to be higher. So people are like, but that's not a 1 to 2 anymore if you take partials here. Like, bro, just, I'm not closing the whole position. I'm just trying to take something from the market. If you're able to take something from the market multiple times a week, then that's going to add up. That's it. And you can trade different accounts the way you want. Like you can try to take one account, aim for high risk reward. You can take another account and try to like just grab something from the market. Like that's up to you. But my point is always be open-minded. Like don't let anyone tell you how to trade. Just look at it as a suggestion, but at the end of the day, do what works for you. All right? And
if you're interested in joining my Discord, where I go over live market analysis every single day, and I tell you which days are high probability, which days are low probability, there's a link in the bio down below. Even I'm profitable. Even me, I'm in other people's Discord trying to learn. Like, you can never learn enough in the markets, and you always have to be open-minded. The moments where I got the most profitable wasn't when I followed the best trading guru. It was when I followed something like someone who traded the same way as me, that made sense for me. Because there are a lot of really good mentors out there, but if it doesn't work for you, then it's useless for you. They can have the best strategy in the world, but doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense to you. And that's the thing. You have to trade a style, a way that makes sense for you, that you can perform well in. That's it. Like, think of a swimmer with really long legs but a short upper body, versus a person with a short legs and a really long upper body and really long arms. Who do you think are going to perform better in swimming, and who do you think are going to perform better in running? Like, don't make this harder for yourself than it needs to be. Focus on a style that fits you, that fits your mindset, and that you can triumph in. That's it. Good luck.